Hello, second grade. We are going to be discussing place value, skip counting, and counting by base 10 today. The problem that we will be discussing is going to be Hallie is doing a science activity with Skittles. This activity will require 35 Skittles. Hallie will get the Skittles she needs out of the bag by counting in base 10. Please determine how many base 10 amounts and ones that Hallie will need as she gets the Skittles out of the bag. Okay, so we're going to start by doing our base 10 chart. So, and actually before we start our base 10 chart, we're going to look at the word problem. And if in our word problem we know that before we start to determine what words are the most meaningful to us, we need to underline these words. So, our meaningful words in this problem are going to be 35 Skittles because that is the total that we are looking for. And we are looking for it in the strategy using base 10 numbers and counting. So we can underline that so we know how we need to count. Okay, and it shows that we are looking for the base 10 amount and the ones amount. And obviously our type of material is Skittles. So we can underline that just so we know and we remember. So as we move into our base 10 chart, we will write 35. Okay, so just write 35 on your paper, and then we're going to go ahead and make our base 10 T chart below. Okay, so as you can see here, I have 35 under my tens place, and I have 5 under, or I apologize, I have 3 above my tens place, and I have 5 above my ones place. So since we're going to be working with 3 tens first, we're going to go ahead and circle that so we remember. Okay, so since 3 falls in the tens place, we're going to go ahead and count out 3 tens out of our bag. Now I have these individual containers, and these containers are going to be our base 10s. So each container is going to be 10, and that's what we will put 10 Skittles out of the bag into here so we can count 10, 20, 30 to get to 30 Skittles for Hallie. So here's our bag. We're going to start off counting by individual ones because 1 Skittle equals 1 for our 1-to-1 correspondent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now that I have counted 10, this jar right here, or this little container, contains 10 Skittles. So we've counted 10 already. So now that we're going to count our second base 10 container, we are going to skip count. So skip counting means that you are going to be counting by a number that is greater than 1. And for this time, second grader should know how to count by twos. And that's what we're going to count by to get to 10 a little bit faster. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we have 10 and 20. We've counted 20 of Hallie's 35 Skittles. We're going to go ahead and do skip counting by twos again to get our last 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So now we have all of our base 10s completely filled. So that means that we have 10, 20, 30. It means we have 30 of Hallie's 35 Skittles counted. Okay? Now we're going to refer back to our T-chart. And in our ones place, it shows that we have 5. And 5 translates to 5 units. Okay? So that means, and a unit equals 1. 1 unit equals 1. So we are looking to count 5 Skittles. And the reason that this does not, that the 5 does not fall under a 3s and the 10s is because it's less than 10. Anything less than 10 or 9 and below will go in our 1 section. Okay? So let's count out our 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? So now we have Hallie's 5 out of her 35. So if we count them, 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that makes our complete 35 because we have our 3 10s and our 5 1s. So a way to check yourself whenever you're doing base 10, after you have your base 10 count, if you truly go ahead and just pour them out. Now this is just a checking method. This is after you've already counted by base 10. So now that I have my base 10 already done, just to check myself and make sure that I have a complete 35, I can go ahead and count. And you can count by 1s or 2s. So for just checking myself, I'm going to go ahead and count by 2s because it allows me to get to my total number quicker. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. Okay, and now that it's going to be 32, 34, and we just have 1 left. So that means that this is going to be 35. And that means that my base 10 strategy worked. And that means that we're all mathematicians now and we totally get base 10. No, but it does mean that we are definitely making progress. So continue that base 10 and we'll see how the year goes and how your progression gets better as we continue counting by base 10. Have a great class.